I'm Bob Ross. Thank you for joining me on the joy of painting. Today, we're going to be painting something very special, a cowbell, in honor of Paige. We're going to be using two colors today, Hopeless Despair Black and Tax Evasion White. We're not going to be using any others, just those two. Now, to begin, we have a nice, big, empty canvas just waiting to be slathered in paint. I've already prepped this canvas with a light layer of white, so you might want to go ahead and pause the video and do the same for yours. If you are ready to go, then we're just going to begin by taking our flat kind of square brush here, and we're going to dip that into the black paint just so slightly, Don't drown your brush in this black paint. Just give it a little kiss. Smoochies. Kiss, kiss. Nice. Yeah, get it on both sides as well. Can't kiss one end and not kiss the other. When you have your brush nice and smooched, we're going to go over here and we're going to start with the handle of the cowbell, the most important part. Now, it's alright if we're not perfect at this point. It's going to be a little rough looking here, but we're just going to make that nice handle. Now I'm going to try to kind of get it in the center here, but if it's not in the center, that's okay. We're not perfect. We all make mistakes. Except, I think that's pretty well in the center, so I guess I'm perfect. All right. Now, if you start, running out of black, that's okay. Just go back and keep giving it a little bit of more smooches. And you're just going to come right back around nice and carefully. Use that flat end of the brush to really create a nice, sharp, clean edge. Like a razor blade in the wind. Oh, yes. You might see little spots where we have a little dribbles. That's all right. We're just going to take our brush and smooch that up. If you hold it perpendicular, you get a little bit of a thinner edge. And you just kind of come around and fill that sucker in. Oh, yeah, fill her up. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's good. Some good stuff right there. Hope y'all seen that. Alright. I think that should be good for the handle. Wow. Look at that. It's a good handle. Like love handles. Love me a good pair of love handles. Alright, now we're gonna go back. We were doing a little bit of smoochies before on the brush, but now really dive it in there. Get that paint all up in those bristles, yeah. You want to. Swirl it around a bit, because you're a dirty boy. Alright, you're gonna take this brush, and you're gonna come back around. You're gonna make that top of that head. Yes. Alright, and then, now, don't be scared. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna take this end here, bring it nice and down. It's okay if it's not perfect. We're gonna clean it up later. We're just kind of getting the outline here. made that line. Now we're going to make another diagonal line so that we have two diagonal lines, because everybody needs a friend. And because they're friends, we're going to make this little line to connect them at the bottom. Now they're nice and connected. And then over here, just make that little line to give in that a little bit of dimension. We're going to have a third line coming out here, because everyone needs a third wheel. Yes. And we're going to stop a little bit ahead. Dip a little bit more paint in that black. Add another diagonal line. Would you take a look at those angles? I love myself a nice acute angle. Glorious. Now that we have our lovely outline here, we're going to switch brushes, and we're going to take out the big boy brush. Oh yeah. Take a deep whiff of it, and then you're going to stick this bad boy, and you're just going to fill it all up in this despair black paint. Yeah, get it all over. And then we're going to fill in all this empty space, like how we try to fill the empty voids in our lives with material items. Yeah, just fill it in, just whack it in there. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Oh, get it all in there. Gotta fill in all the space. Make it a nice, big, empty, black void. Just like your heart. Oh, looks like I got a little white in there by accident, but that's okay, because nothing's perfect. Not even you. Looks like I just need a little bit more black paint. You might be wondering why I'm not in my usual darkened studio. It's because I'm at my grandma's house. She's great. Have you hugged your grandma recently? Think about giving her a call today. I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. Unless you're a jackass, then, you know, whatever. Alright, very nice, very nice. We're gonna just fill this in. There we go. See? You can really see its shape starting to take form. Yours should start looking like a cowbell at this point. Now, if you need a little extra time to get this step because you're poorly coordinated or just plain stupid, that's all right. Just pause the video and take your sweet old time. All right, so we got that all nice and filled in here, and that's when we'll put our big boy 3-inch brush down, and we'll go back to our smaller square brush. Now, just like the handle before, we're gonna go in and we're just gonna give it a little smoochy smooch. And we're gonna come along the sides and we're gonna make a nice, clean edges. Just keep going all the way around the canvas. Take your time, no rush, no rush. And if you accidentally go out too far, that's all right. Just follow the line all the way up to the top to make it all nice and even again. Oh yeah. Filling out all that. Nice. Now, I've recently found a pet possum in my backyard. Real fuzzy fellow. Likes to bite. I brought him in the other day and I thought he was dead and gave him a bath. He was delicious. If you have some time, you should check out your backyard too and see if you have any delicious little God's creatures running around. Free barbecue. I'm a little hungry right now. If you're feeling peckish, a fun snack is just to suck the paint right off your brush. It staves the hunger off until you catch one of those wild possums. Alright, very nice. Look at that. Wow. Now that we got that all filled in, now we're gonna go in with some highlights. Yes, highlights just like in those trashy women's hair. Alright, so now we're gonna take this white, and y'all remember where that second line was that went to the bottom? We're gonna follow that again. Just using the tip of that brush all the way down. Nice and smooth. And then follow it across the top. Just a little highlight. Just to let you know it's there. Following the edges. Nothing too flashy. Not just yet. Just a little dimension just to show that there's a bit of light in this dark bleak, unforgiving hole that we know as life. Just a little light gets us through the day, for us to go to bed, wake up the next morning, and do it all over again. And sometimes you wonder, what's the point? There's just so much deep, dark, black hole. Just a little bit of light doesn't make that big an impact. And you're right, it doesn't. But this is a painting, not a metaphor for life, so we're just going to add more white. And chase our most unrealistic dreams, even though we know it's going to fail. And we're going to end up living in our parents' basements for the rest of our lives. I'm in a basement right now. This might be my future home. Oh, yeah. That shine just gives it just the right amount of sexy elegance a cowbell needs these days. You could just keep adding light wherever you feel you'd like. You choose the light source here. Maybe it's a bright, sunny day. This cowbell is out enjoying its life. Maybe it's a dark, stormy night. It's just covered in black. Not a whole lot of light in its life. And that's okay too. When you feel like you've got about enough on the two sides, I think I'm just going to do one more over here. Oh yeah. It's a nice gradient. Mixes so well. When you feel like you've got enough light in your life or your painting, you can go ahead and just bring a little down. Just bring a little swoosh. Clean that up a little bit. This is where the light is hitting this directly. I gotta have one spot that's brighter than all the others. There's always that one kid who has to upshow everyone else. Gotta be that one little spot that's just brightest, that everybody loves. They say, oh, they're so nice, they're so talented. Now, maybe they're not all that, they're just so happen to be a little whiter than everyone else, and they get all the good deals, and it's just, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Good. Good. All right. That's how you paint a cowbell. When you're all done and finished and you'd like to add your name, just go right ahead and go over to whichever corner you please. Some like it nice and modest. Others are like their name to have a little recognition. Yeah. Nice and subtle. You can barely see the signature here. I like people to have to look for it a little bit in my paintings. I like the painting to just speak for itself first, before they even see my name. Thank you for joining me today on The Joy of Painting with me, Bob Ross. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Now have a nice night, y'all, and eat some possum.